I've received a new tool here on the homestead, and we're going to do an unboxing and an initial product review for the MasonKing M1 Automatic Mason Jar Vacuum Sealer. Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain, and welcome back to our channel. Now, I had a company reach out to me and ask me if I would like to try the MasonKing M1 Vacuum Jar Sealer. Now, I get emails like this pretty frequently, but they're not products that I'm actually interested in using. But I actually had a vacuum sealer in my cart, so I went ahead and said yes. Now today we're going to open this up and we're going to try it for the very first time to see what I think about it. Now, in full disclosure, I did open it up and charge it before doing this video to ensure that it would work to its very best potential. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. So this is the MasonKing M1 Automatic Mason Jar Vacuum Sealer. Now, the reason I wanted to try this, I actually already own a vacuum sealer for jars. My regular food saver for vacuum sealing does have a jar attachment, but it's not convenient to use. I have to use the vacuum sealer. It has a tube and it also has a special attachment for the jars. So it's quite a bit of equipment to have to get out to vacuum seal a jar. But this is a single battery operated appliance, which is why I was interested in it. Now, since Philip and I are empty nesters, sometimes we buy things that we don't eat super fast. Believe it or not, we do buy commercially prepared treats here on the homestead, things that we didn't make, that we buy in the store. And if we buy those things in bulk, we don't use it fast enough and it goes stale. So that's one of the things I wanted to use my mason jar sealer to be able to vacuum seal those foods into jars so they'll last longer. Now let's open it up and see what it's got in here. It comes with the instructions. This is the little apparatus, and I fully charged it. And it comes with a USB-C port to charge it, so this was really easy to charge, and it's completely rechargeable, which is always nice. And then it also comes with some lids. So these are, looks like just wide mouth lids. Oops, here's the other. Here's some regular mouth lids. Oh, nice. And it also comes with a jar opener. I actually really like these. I use one of these when I open all of my harvest guard lids. That way I don't damage the seals, so I like this. So that's everything that came in the box. And let's see if I can use it. I'm just going to jump right in and give it a try without reading the instructions. So let's see. So first thing I've got here is some pasta. And it's the same kind of thing. I don't use a whole box of pasta when I make it, so I save the rest in a jar. Now I reuse my flats that I've already done canning with. So this is the kind of thing I would reuse for this. Actually, I'm not going to use this lid because I can see, actually I should try it. I can see that this lid is bent. So when you use one of these jar openers, it does tend to bend the top of the flat. So if you're going to reuse your flats, I usually use the spoon method, but I want to try it and see if this flat will work. Let's not try it for the first one though. We'll try it on another one. So we're going to put on our lid. So my lid is on my jar. This is, I might have to read the directions here. Unlocked. Oh, okay. So this looks like the bottom here is for a regular mouth. And it had, let me just show you what I did. Right here it has a little lock symbol and unlock. So I went ahead and I unlocked. And I was able to take that off. So I think this is for this part. I should probably read the directions. Oops. It's on there. And let's power it up. Okay, it popped off. Oops, that didn't work. I pulled it off. Here we go. All right, I'll try the instructions. Let's see what they say. Let's try it again. Nope, came off again. Don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Not leaving it on long enough?
It shuts off by itself. Let's try a regular mouth first. So I've got my regular mouth. I put it back on, and it's locked on. It's on there. Okay. It's got number counting down here. I wonder if it's because I tipped it. I just heard air release. Nope, that one worked. There we go. So that one worked. These are some of my homemade breadcrumbs. I don't use those very fast. Okay, that worked. This is my homemade taco seasoning. Let's try this one. So it's counting down. Okay. That one worked really well. Just for giggles, I'm going to try a different lid. It's doing it quite a bit longer this time. Okay, let's see. This one worked. I wonder if it's the lid.
What's wrong with the seal?
This is a brand new lid. This is a used lid that I'm reusing, and this is a brand new lid. This has never been through the pressure canner or water bath canning. Let's try it on a different jar. So when I was reading through the instructions, it does say that you don't want to fill up your jars beyond here. So this is not even, but it's under that amount. This is a brand new lid. You know what I think? I wonder if these lids are slightly larger, because this lid keeps getting stuck in here. I'm going to look at the lids they sent me. Nope, these are exactly the same size. This is the lid they sent me. Still counting up. We're at, it says 42%, 43. Up to 59%. Oops, shut off. And it didn't seal. I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I wonder if you're down all the way.
Well, this is a used lid. I push it down as far as it will let me. So this time when I pushed it down, I cannot see the edge of the jar. We're down like this part of the jar right here. It is sealed all the way down and it looks like it's seated really well. Let's try again. This would be terrible if this opened.
Yeah.
We're gonna let him try. He's having a hard time with it too.
Yeah, and I'm putting everything on it too, and I don't want to fall off or fall out.
The bad thing is it's that potato starch, so if it pops, it's gonna make a big old mess. Well, Philip did get the lid off, but he brought with it the lid itself. So when it vacuum sealed down, it's completely vacuum sealed the device down with it. I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing something wrong. Let's try again. While we weren't filming, we did seal another jar. It worked. Pretty sure I heard it pop off. Nope, it's on there. Okay.
Yes or no?
I'm gonna try some tea. This is my bulk storage tea, and I mix my iced tea up, and I thought this would be a good way to preserve the tea in between making it, because this is just the storage one, to make sure the tea lasts as long as possible. I do feel like the more that we've done it, it's going on a little bit easier. I've done, I don't know, half a dozen jars. And this one came off really good. That one worked perfect.
Just needed my touch to get it going.
Oh, okay. You know, I've seen videos of children doing this. I don't see how children could do this.
Oh, it was all I could do to get it off, but it didn't seal. So that means that it sealed it to the lid, not the jar this time.
Well, hopefully it didn't do it again. Okay, you can do it.
It sucked to the lid.
Yep. You heard that weird whistle? He just sealed it. Didn't work. Alright, so let me tell you what I think. I actually really like it with the regular mouth lids. It works pretty good. Doing the regular mouth lids seems to work very well. The thing is, though, for dry storage like this, I almost always use wide mouth lids. For one, half-gallon jars. That's the only way they come. I just like wide mouth jars better. Now I'm not going down good this time. I have to tell you, at this point, I'm glad I did not buy one. I'm actually kind of curious. You know how on Amazon it tells you if an item is highly returned? I want to check and see what that says. And it worked. It works pretty good with the regular mouth lids. I do feel like it's harder to use than I expected because, like I said, I have seen videos where children were doing this, and I don't think children could do this by themselves. Let's see what the reviews on here say. So they sent me a link when they sent me the product, and normally the normal price is about $23, and right now it's actually on sale for about $16.89. Well, apparently I'm not the only one who doesn't think it's the greatest. I didn't read any reviews on this, I just said yes. Most of the reviews are about 3.8 to 3.6. So value for the money, 3.8. Suction power, 3.8. And the suction power on this is a vacuum flow rate of 500 cc's and a motor voltage of 7.4 volts. Easy to use, 3.8. Freshness, 3.7. And battery life, 3.6. So I thought I would go ahead and give you a rating of these customer ratings by features that I would give it. So the first one here is value for the money. Well, this tool is under $20. So for under $20, I think it works pretty decent for that. I think I would give it 4 stars for value for the money for what it does. Does it work great? It's okay, but it's not an expensive tool to buy. Suction power. Well, again, it was just okay. It's not incredible. Now, when it sucked down the lid, that did take quite a bit of strength, but that was not how it was designed to work. And that was really difficult to deal with. So that's not what we're really looking for. I'm going to give it 3 on suction power. Easy to use. Again, not great. It works pretty good with the regular mouth jars, but not the wide mouth. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. Freshness. I can't really say I can evaluate that well because I haven't used it for very long term. Today's video is an unboxing video. I will tell you, I started to pick up some of the items that I sealed, and 2 of the lids popped off on their own without me trying to pop them off. So to me, that is not good at all. So I would say that's a 3. And then the last one is battery life. I can't evaluate that because I haven't used it long. Let's see. Oops. I had this 100% charged. When I received this in the mail, I noticed that it had like a 91% charge. I probably could have gotten away without charging it at all. I went ahead and charged it up. Whoops. But even the little bit that I've used it, I think I probably spent a half an hour using it. It's down to 85%. I think that's pretty good. Most of the time you would not seal that many things. You'd probably seal 1 jar and you'd be done. Whether or not the battery lasts between uses, like when you put it in the cupboard and put it away, I can't answer that. I'll say 4 for that. I have to go back and see how many jars we tried and how many sealed. Because it does work okay, but it's not amazing. And I can't say that I can highly endorse it because I find it cumbersome to use. I'm glad they sent it to me so I could try it out for free, but Like this lid that I know is bent, I haven't even tried that one. All the lids I've tried have been good lids. They've been used lids, mostly, although I've tried both. That one went down better. I heard a little click. I don't know if you could hear that. This one's sealed.
And how it came off so easy?
Huh?
See
Yeah,
how
it
came
did come
so
off easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, friends, the MasonKing M1 vacuum sealer, it works okay. I don't think I'd give it more than 3 stars. I find it a little bit cumbersome to use with the wide mouth. I thought it worked great for the regular mouth. I don't typically use a lot of regular mouth jars for dry storage. Only a couple here with spices and just a few small things in it. Most of the time I use wide mouth jars because they're larger and easier to load and unload. Oh, so this one popped off. That did not seal. So that was a false seal. Now that's a whole nother problem because I wouldn't want to think something was sealed in my pantry and it really wasn't. Now all the rest are sealed. I verified them. I love this idea, but I don't feel like this was working up to the expectation I had for it. It definitely worked fine with regular mouth lids. I have 0 complaints about that. But when it came to sealing the wide mouth lids, I felt for one, it was too cumbersome to use. It was too hard to seat the machine onto the jar. I felt like it should go down quite a bit easier. I don't like that the lids keep getting stuck up in there and you have to pry them out. I thought that was a little bit cumbersome. And then we've had quite a bit of trouble getting them to seal. So I don't think I would give it more than 3 stars. As much as I hate to not give a positive review, I can't say I'm in love with it. So there it is. That's my honest review of the MasonKing M1 vacuum sealer. You can take it for what it is. I just want to say thanks to Dan. I appreciate you sending me the MasonKing M1 vacuum jar sealer. Thanks so much for thinking of us here at Kowalski Mountain. Well, friends, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you watching to the very end. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button. We'd love you to be a part of the Kowalski Mountain family. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.